Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This channel is all about helping new students having the best fresh start at university. So as my first tip for any university students, if you're going to the university in the UK, do make sure you make the most out of opportunities. The fees are usually £9,000, but these are changing more or less with the whole Brexit situation, so it's even more now. And a lot of students have been talking about how they're only paying for lectures, and that's a huge amount of money, and it is a huge amount of money. A lot of universities do have a lot of services the students just don't use, and it's such a shame. For Exeter University, for example, there's a whole zone called the Career Zone that really gives you consultancy on your CV, on your cover letter, helps you find a job if you're looking for summer placements or even grad jobs. There are so many guest speakers that come to talk in the university and loads of projects you can get involved with. So yeah, just get involved in one of those. Make sure that you make the most out of your degree, not only from an academical point of view, but also from an extracurricular point of view. And this is a huge one. So do some research, check out what your university has in store for you, and let me know what you think in the comments. For my second tip, this is a bit of a weird one as it may not apply to everyone, but it's something that personally helped me a lot. I don't know about you, but I had no clue what I wanted to do when I first arrived at university. I chose business and management just because I thought that was the course that would open the more doors for me, as I had absolutely no idea what I wanted to do. And a lot of people are in that situation. A lot of my friends are in that situation, and what they do is generally just, they don't do much and they just think this kind of revelation will arrive later on and somehow. And some of them are lucky, and it did happen that way, but most of them didn't. They still don't know what they want to do. They just graduated, and most of them don't really know what they actually got into when it comes to job and stuff like that. The best way to avoid that situation is to literally try stuff. Get in, again, it kind of is linked to my first tip. Get into projects. Do apply for summer internships in different areas just to test out things, understand a bit how the working environment works, and this will really give you a better idea and some inspiration about what you want to do later on. And it prepares you much better and saves you from so much stress. So I really hope this helps. Do think about it, because it could really save you from a lot of stress when you are about to graduate or in your last year of uni. Let's move on to my next tip. My tip number 3 is about managing your time. Managing your time is a skill that you need to try and master as early on in your career, and if possible during your student life. I will do a video only about time management because I made a lot of mistakes in the past, and I would like to pass on to you some lessons that I've learned, something I wish I knew when I was younger. But as a starting point, what I really advise you to do is to choose 3 main tasks, or at least one, that you need to do during your day. You have to wake up the morning and say, today I absolutely need to do this. And at least you know that every day you get something done. And some of you maybe are like, oh, but I wanted to do so much more than just one a day. And that is great. And if you manage, I'm so happy. But once you go in university, some of you will be surprised by how unproactive you become, because, it's a new environment, you're making new friends, you're going out partying. You can even miss lectures if you wake up late because you went to a club the day before. Things happen, unexpected things happen to you, and I just want to make sure that you're ready for that and that you do have a backup plan just in case that happens to you. Let's move on to something that is a bit on the social side. A big tip that I have for you guys is to talk to random people. Talk randomly, go up to people and start a conversation. Obviously not in, I'm not saying in every situation, but if you're outside and, I don't know, you're in a smoking area, whether it's on a nightclub or outside the bar room or something, and you see that someone is alone just smoking and don't have much to do, go up to them and say, just sit down next to them, then maybe start a conversation. You never know what comes out of it. It's a bit of a daunting thing to do at first. I was just the first time I did it, I was just why am I doing this? But one of my bestest friends that I actually made through complete random conversation. And if you feel that you still haven't found that person that you connect with during university, if you still feel you're kind of alone and you haven't found someone that really truly believes in the same values and that has the same ambitions as you, just try this method because you will be surprised about how effective it can be. And go there with a smile. You'll see everyone is in the same boat, especially in freshers. So just go for it and don't worry about anything else. Just go and start conversation. Okay, so the last tip of the day is for every girl out there that falls in love so easily or is just attracted to the wrong guys. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life or who to choose or whatever, but if I give you one tip about relationships and stuff like that is do not fall for that senior guy. Do not go for the guy who's in his last year of uni, especially if you're a fresher. The reason for that is because usually guys in their last year don't really have their mind at, having a relationship with a fresher. Maybe they do with someone who's in their own year because they're going to like graduate and go to the same city afterwards. But if you're going to stay in uni and they're going to go out, I really advise you to just stay away from the whole romantic side when it comes to that. Obviously, it's not true for everyone. There's always exceptions, and I'm not going to paint every single situation with the same brush, but just generally, just be careful about guys who are in their last years. All right. So that was my video of the day. I hope it was effective enough and kind of gave you a kind of idea of what to expect in uni. Again, if you have more questions, I am here to help. Do comment your questions and look around at my other video as I try my best to deliver you as many good videos as I can. So let me know what you think. Check out my Instagram and big kiss. Bye.